on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Down. Go Chief. What's up?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think they need to make sure they get together on that route because that's a curl, all right? Timing is everything.
That receiver anticipating turning around, having the ball already halfway there. Threw it short. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson from a yard out. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Carr. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action now. Jackson.
They'll find Bateman once more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A give. This is Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. On the return, here's Shaheed. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
All right, open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
No, we changed it.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
40 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, here's Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, it's Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
To throw his Carr. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Shotgun now for Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Roquan Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Now Carr. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Carr. And contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Kamara up the middle.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Second and 7.
Here's Carr to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Carr going to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Throwing his Carr.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down.
Report.
Jackson to throw. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Report.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another run with Mitchell.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
A 51-yard adieu.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
694. 637.
Here's Carr.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he loses the football a second time.
And now this ball picked up by the offense.